Hello, good evening once again, everybody, and welcome to the very first game back here at Guilderland High School for the football season. Today is October 21st, 2022. Today's game, your Guilderland Dutchmen face off against the visiting Shaker Bison. Good to have you with us here on the broadcast tonight. I'm Sean Cunningham.
And I'm Anthony Bourne.
And coming into tonight's game, the Dutchmen with a record of 4-2 on the season. The Bison very even with them in terms of record this year. They have a 4-3 record coming into today's game, and both sides looking to put up a good fight here in this one, Anthony.
I mean, it's looking good for both teams. Both teams going off of a bit of a win streak, except for Guilderland, who lost to CBA by 14, as kickoff is now there.
And the kick made by Justin Kapuzinski to start off the game, and that goes into the end zone for a touchback to start the game. So Shaker will start the game on offense as the Dutchman defensive unit will step onto the field. And as you mentioned last time out, wasn't such a good effort for the Dutchmen as they fell to CBA by a final score of 21-7, dropping their record to 4-2 on the season. But so far this year, even though the Dutchmen haven't had a true home game yet this year, they are a perfect 3-0 in their home games this season.
It's true, even though some of them have been close. One was close in the first half, but then Guilderland let out to win against Averill Park.
And that was a monstrous second half for them in that first game against Averill Park. And then the last time we were together in the booth, we saw that game against Bethlehem in which it was sort of almost a win on accident with the two-point conversion in the first half of the game. Proved to be the difference maker as neither team would score another touchdown and a two-point conversion. Bethlehem did score a touchdown, but they went for the extra point. But almost a win on accident is always a good win regardless.
Still a win, and even though it was a close win, Guilderland is looking to barely make the playoffs here, as they are 5th place in the Section 2 AA standings with CBA, Shen, Saratoga, and Shaker ahead of them. So if they can win today after Shen did lose their last game against Saratoga Springs, so maybe that Guilderland can get a nice comeback here and make it back up into the playoff race. Who knows?
So as we saw right there, we had George Iacabaccio, who's the quarterback for the Bison, handing it off to the running back Malachi Moore. And now this time he will take it up the gut, and he will be stopped up by a flurry of players there. Good work by the Dutchman defense to push him back. So a very close rush to a first down, but it will bring up third down, I believe. And it will be 3rd and 1. So the first rush was, I believe, close to 3 yards, and then the quarterback Iacabaccio with the 6-yard rush, and now this time he'll take it again. And once again, he gets stuffed. And that is just enough for the first down for the Bison, so they will pick up the fresh set of downs. 3 rushing plays for them to start the game. And now 1st and 10 for the Bison. Snap back, another rushing play this time, as it's handed off to Kyle Youssef, and he gets brought down on the play by Dylan O'Brien, one of the seniors honored tonight, because it is obviously senior night here at Guilderland High School, with the Dutchmen honoring the seniors of the team. And there were many that were honored this season, including a few of the players are out there right now. Justin Kapuzinski, see right there, number 8. And Dylan O'Brien, who just made the tackle. Giovanni Simeon, number 4, also out there. And snap back, going to opt for a pass play this time, and the pass is incomplete as it was headed in the direction of Kevin Hammonds-Williams, who was brought down on the play by Jackson. So no dice on that play, and it will be 2nd down.
It was a good attempt by Guilderland defender, and dove at him, made look close a bit towards a pass interference call, but I mean, just got it in, and it'll deflect off, and the Bison are looking to go out here.
So I should add it's third down. That's my bad. As this time, Iacobaccio trying to maneuver, eludes a tackle, and then he gets brought down. And the pass incomplete once again. And that will bring up fourth down in the punting unit. Surely to come on here for Shaker. That was a good play there by the Dutchman defense.
Defense really showed up there. Got a little bit of a hit on him, stayed up, and that little stumble cost him.
Yeah, it's hard to always get a pass off when you're already being chased to begin with, but there was no chance for him to get a good pass off there as tackle was made. And now here's the punt. Punt made by Steven Sadek, and the fair catch made at midfield by Justin Kapuzinski. And now we'll place the ball right directly at midfield, the 50-yard line. So now it will be the Dutchman offense going on their first drive of the game, and they are led by quarterback Travis Berschwiner, the freshman this season for the Dutchman. And snap being held by Braden Kennedy. He snaps it back to Berschwiner. Throws a little pass down to Giovanni Simeone, and he gets brought down. He picks up a few yards on the play, though. Looks like a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd and 7 for the Dutchman as time continues to wind down.
Good play there by the Dutchman offense.
It's a nice opener for the drive. A quick 3 yards gained there by the Dutchman. And now here is the next play. 2nd down. High snap. Handed off there to LaSalle, but he doesn't really get too much on that one. And we'll go to 3rd down. So the run play unsuccessful there as LaSalle got quickly brought down there by Ashion Cancer. That's number 6, the junior defensive back for the Bison this season. Berschwiner getting signals. They have a high snap. Berschwiner juggles. Now he's going to run. And he's brought down a little past the 35. But that is enough for a first down. So a very good running play there. Berschwiner realized he had the room, and then he ran right down the middle. And he picks up the first down. Tackle made by Cancer yet again. And the Dutchmen have a fresh set of downs.
Looks like he tried to find a man for a second, but then he just went straight in for it. Maybe towards the beginning of the run, he also tried to look for another person.
This time handed off to Kapuzinski, but yet again, play was picked up pretty nicely there by the defense. Once again, Cancer with the tackle. And it'll be 2nd down, upcoming. There was no gain on the play for Kapuzinski there. So it'll be 2nd and 10 as the Dutchmen try to continue their advance. And there's a flag coming down. And it will be against Shaker. And immediately there, the chance of you can't do that from the fans. Great to always see that from the fans getting involved in the game.
I mean, going back to last week, too, the flag battle that was held between Guilderland and CBA. Guilderland only had 2 flags from at least what I counted. CBA had 13, 14 flags, so that's the big reason why it was such a close game between CBA and Guilderland.
Pretty messy in terms of penalties there, huh?
Yes, it was.
And this time, that was a much better run by Kapuzinski. He gets the first down. Looks like it was just enough to pick up the first down, in fact. But the Dutchmen now starting the fresh set of downs as they continue to inch further. Everyone hesitated there for a moment. Now Berschwiner rolls right, lost the ball, and it rolls just out of bounds, as almost dropping on top of that one was Cerrone, I believe, for the Bison, but Dutchman dodged a bit of a bullet there as Berschwiner making the run. He got tackled yet again by Cancer, and he forced the ball free. But the Dutchman avert disaster there.
A big dodge bullet right there. Went towards the right side to find a man and got tackled by Cancer, and it was fumbled just out of bounds, so it's lucky for the Dutchman to keep the ball in this situation.
Kapuzinski trying to break some tackles, and he gets brought down by a couple players. Able to get a 3-yard gain out of the play, though.
I think one of the big things is Dutchman line is not doing good, both on offense and defense, especially with last week's CBA game. Maybe it's just because CBA has the bigger line, but they don't tackle very well. They don't like wrap their arms around the person on offense who catches the ball. Just they don't have it good. Berschwiner will throw. Oh!
Pass deflected. And it's barely incomplete as down on the play, Gavin Motto looking to make the catch. Just not enough as Berschwiner put the pass across. Motto had that go up in the air, tried to corral it, and it just was out of his reach. There are a few players in the vicinity looking to potentially make the interception, but ends up falling down. And now Justin Kapuzinski lining up for a potential field goal opportunity here. Snap is up, kick is up, and it is good. And the Dutchmen are the first ones on the board thanks to the field goal from Kapuzinski. It's 3-0.
That field goal just barely got in. Almost looked like it would hit the goalpost, but sneaked through, and that'll give the Dutchmen an early lead.
Now, all-important first score of the game goes to the Dutchmen. Pepin on the sideline pumping the crowd up. So Kapuzinski playing a variety of roles on this Dutchman team, both on offense, defense, as well as special teams right there. As you saw, he just made the field goal to make it a 3-0 game. 5:32 to go. And Kapuzinski will set it down, and the ball will be kicked to the Bison. And the kick from Kapuzinski, high one. Up in the air, it'll be caught by Hammond. Now the ball comes loose. And out near the sideline, it was picked up by Cerrone. So I believe it was Jacob Smith who had the return. I initially thought it was Hammonds Williams, but it looked like it was number 9. But the ball came loose from the hands of Smith. So we take a look at the replay here. Smith on the return. And the ball popped loose after the tackle by Kisby. But it was quickly scooped up there by Cerrone, and he's able to keep it in the possession of the Bison here. And they have pretty decent field position going down a little past the 50.
Yeah, other than that fumble that they recovered, that's some nice field position. It was a great return.
And first play of the drive, quarterback Ayakabaccio still holding on to it, and he's brought down near the 35. And it looks like he just barely was a yard short, so it'll be 2nd and 1 on the 9-yard gain. Toss back, Snapped over to Walker, and he's able to pick up the first down easily there, as he is close to the 25 for the first down gain. And the running game working pretty well so far for the Bison.
You can see with Kisby, just before that replay, didn't look like he was wrapping his arms around him. And that's a big reason why they're giving up a lot of yardage, giving them a couple of extra yards.
Another decent gain right there by Malachi Moore, as he got the handoff from the quarterback, Ayakabachio. And that sets up yet another second down. Halfway to the first down, 2nd and 5. Faked handoff, Ayakabachio up the middle. And the rushing attack continuing for Shaker as they continue to press further. Still a little bit short, though, and it will be 3rd down. So a 3-yard gain for the quarterback, Ayakabachio. Time continuing to tick down here in the first. Ayakabachio backing up. Now will take the snap. Handed off this time to Malachi Moore, and the Dutchman defense push him back. A few players there with Antonio Cipolla right there, along with, looked like Kisby as well.
Now that's
helping out after the play.
That's a better defense play right there. They're wrapping around him.
Still was enough for the first down, though, but they limit the damage on the potential rush forward.
Yeah, even though it was they got the first down, that's still better than what they've been producing.
And yet another nice gain by Moore on the rushing attack, so the rushing attack continuing to provide good distance here for the Bison. Moore, the quarterback, Ayakabachio, and Walker all with carries on this drive. And then once again is 2nd down. Walker this time was lined up, and now Ayakabachio will take the snap, trying to go to the end zone, but he's brought down just a little bit prior by Troy Berschwiner. He's down at the 2-yard line. And we will be now staring at the goal line at 1st and goal. So it's been nothing but rushing plays, and we expect that to continue here. As they line up here on 1st and goal, trying to push in is Moore, and just not able to get in is the senior running back for the Bison. Stopped just short. And we will now go to 2nd and goal. Dutchman trying to limit the damage here as best they can. The rushing attack for Shaker providing some much-needed yardage as the first quarter comes to a close. And we'll see if the Dutchman defense can tighten up here and limit the damage as we near the end. So now Shaker just discussing things over. Looks like there was a penalty called. Might not have caught, but now it's back to being 1st and goal. Handed across and in to the end zone. No signal yet. And now I believe that they did make the signal. Yes, there is a touchdown. And this time it was Donovan Walker making his way in. And Shaker with the first touchdown of the game. They lead now 6-3.
Although with a little push and shove, he was really able to get right in there. And there's the first touchdown of the game towards the Shaker Blue Bison.
The extra point was no good. Not even a kick was made. It looked like there was a bit of trouble there. So we will have the score remain at 6-3. And I'm not quite sure what happened. It wasn't a good angle from the vantage point, but let's see here. Ball was snapped back, and Hennessy tried picking it up, but he was brought down.
Yeah, either it was a bad snap or he tried.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Either that or he tried to go for a fake punt or a fake kick, excuse me, and tried to go for two, but still it did not avail. And now Shaker will have a 6-3 lead. I mean, it could be a repeat of the Bethlehem Central game where it's a barn burner, which they did get the one. They got the 1 point conversion, but it could end another way where they have a close game that's decided by 1 point, like 14-13 maybe. It's possible, but
So stuff like that could end up being the difference maker if the game ends in a 1 point swing. But for now, it's a 6-3 game. The rushing touchdown scored by Walker Steven Sadek with the kick. And here's the return. Giovanni Simeone is spun down a little bit near the 20-yard line. So the ball will be placed at the 18-yard line on the return by Simeone. And the Dutchman will take over on downs. 1:29 to go here in the first. Down by 3. So Shaker able to create a drive with all rushing plays on the last drive for them, and it results in the touchdown. So now the Dutchman will start off with a running play here as Kapuzinski gets brought down a little past the 25-yard line. That's a 7-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd and 3.
Berschwinger handed off. Looked to try to fake it a bit. Maybe it could have been someone else. Maybe it could have been a hand, because it didn't look like Berschwinger tried to fake it there with the fake by running it and then fake throwing it, but did look like it from here, so could be the possibility.
Now Berschwinger will take it himself, and he picks up the first down quite easily there. Great run by the Dutchman quarterback. Took the high snap and was able to barrel through for the first down. .35 seconds and counting here in the first. New set of downs for the Dutchman. Another keep by Berschwinger, and he gets brought down near the 39 or 38-yard line. Either a 3 or 4-yard gain for him, and it'll be 2nd down. And it looks like it was a 3-yard gain. And they're just going to let the clock run out here. So time will expire for the first quarter of play. And we will head into the second quarter with a 6-3 lead for the Bison off the touchdown by Donovan Walker. And after the Dutchman opened the scoring with the field goal by Kapuzinski, Shaker able to roar back with an all-rushing drive. And they have the lead going into the second quarter of play.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. The defensive line isn't really tackling the best, which, again, may lead to a couple of extra yards placed on by the Guilderland defense, which gets them more chance of first downs, leads them to getting touchdowns.
And we've seen the defense perform very well this season. We saw it in that game against Bethlehem as well. The score in that game was a very defensive score outright. It was 8-7. that game ended up finishing. It was a very good defensive effort by both sides, but so far the run defense hasn't been as potent as I believe Dan Penna would like so far in this game.
I mean, it's true. Head coach wants to win here. They've had close games recently. They've had close losses.
So we are about to start the second quarter of play. Handoff to Kapuzinski, trying to pick up some good yardage, and he's able to pick up a few, but it won't be enough yet for a first down, so we'll go to third down.
Nice recovery there. Looked like he was going to get tackled down.
Yeah, it looked like he didn't really have much of a lane to go through there, but he was able to pick up a few yards.
Yeah, it looks like he was blocked by his own line, and then moved right. Got a couple of extra yards.
3rd and 3 for the Dutchman as time continues to tick down here in the second quarter. Pass deflect up in the air, and it's picked. And it's quickly brought down as it was Anthony Luciano with the interception. The pass was deflected up in the air, and Luciano brought it down. And Shaker are now in very good field position here. Let's see what happened here. Looked like it was batted up in the air by Johnson. And right there, easy pickings for Luciano, and he gives Shaker the ball in deep Dutchman territory.
That might be a big turnaround in this game, even though it's early in the second quarter. It's a big play.
Indeed it is, and that was not the way the Dutchman wanted to end that drive at all. Luciano was just in prime position there for the interception, and he got it. And even he tried to get a few more after that, but he was quickly brought down. As the handoff is made to Kyle Youssef, still on his feet, but he's now brought down by Gavin Motto. And he picks up a good chunk of yards there, and now it will be 2nd and 4 on the 6-yard gain.
Had a clear route there. No one was covering him until he got tackled by Motto. And they got a lot of good yardage here, and they're looking good in their run game. So if it continues, this could be a big high-scoring game.
Gonna opt for the pass this time, Iacobaccio, and it goes just through the hands of Donovan Walker, looking for his 2nd touchdown of the game. It just went through his hands, and that will bring up 3rd down. A bit of a missed opportunity right there.
Yeah, it looks like he had a chance.
And you can see Shaker hasn't had a lot of passing plays tonight, but that one looked like it could have been right on the money and just beyond the reach of Walker. You could see he was a bit frustrated with himself after the play. Simeon was in his vicinity looking to make the tackle. And now it'll be fake the handoff. Iacobaccio trying to get the first down, and he gets brought down by the Dutchman defense. And it'll just barely not be enough, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Try to go with a handoff here.
So we're going to see what Shaker decides to do. It looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th down. The unit remains on the field, and now it looks like they will. Could be another big play upcoming. And the handoff and the first down will be successful, as the handoff to Malachi Moore is enough to pick up the first down. And Moore has been a key player tonight in the rushing game. He picks up the first down for the Bison.
Had a clean route there. They got him by the legs, which stopped more run gain, but still crept in for the first down.
So another handoff, this time to Kyle Youssef, and he is brought down by Sergio Lascelles. Another good tackle right there. That'll pick up a few yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The rushing attack continuing to work here for Shaker. And now they will quickly line back up for another play. as we approach the 9-minute mark. Cabaccio with the pass. And was it complete? Looks like it was. It was bobbled a little bit by Kyle Youssef. But at the same time, still not enough for the first down. The good effort there by Youssef. You can see it almost went out of his hands right there. As it was Simeon once again on the tackle, you can see.
Nice play over there. Even though it doesn't result in the first down, it's third down. Still a nice play to get some yardage.
Moore trying to go for the first down. He gets brought back a little bit. Not sure if that was enough. And no, it was not. I don't think he got any gain on that play. So it will be 4th and 1. So they're going to go for a second consecutive 4th down conversion here.
They did it when it was in close range, so let's see what they do here.
Cabaccio is brought down by the Dutchman defense. And this time, it's a stop. Connor Kisby with the tackle, and the Dutchmen end the threat, and they will head back to offense.
Kisby, great tackle there. In short range.
And that was much needed, too.
Much needed after that turnover.
So 1st and 10, the Dutchman with a fresh set of downs. Back on offense here. Direct snap to Berschwiner. And he gets brought down. Trying to find a route right there. He picks up a few yards on the play, though. It's a 2-yard gain, so it'll be 2nd and 8. Now Kapuzinski motioning over to the sideline. He'll line up next to Gavin Motto. And it's taken here. Berschwiner rolling away. And the pass, I believe, is caught. And yes, it was. I couldn't see quite who it was. Berschwiner rolling right. Rolling left, I should say. And it was Giovanni Simeon with the catch there.
Just got in the lines there.
Barely able to keep that one alive, and he picks up the first down. Much needed catch right there. And now is once again 1st and 10. Snap back. Berschwiner with pressure coming, able to get a pass off. And now it is Losell with a nice gain right there. And he will also pick up a first down.
That's one of their better passes all day.
And it's also impressive considering that you saw pressure coming. 2 guys were coming after Berschwiner. And under pressure, he keeps cool, is able to find Sergio Losell, who picks up another first down, and that moves the Dutchman closer. Now they're exactly at midfield. Rex snap, a little bit on the outside. Simeon makes the catch. There's a flag coming down. And it was pounced on after it was lost by Luciano. We'll see what happens there. So the pass was a little bit, and it looked like it was going off to the side there on Simeon. He had to adjust to make the catch. And it looks like the flag will be against Guilderland, so that will push him back 10 yards. So it'll be 1st and 20.
Now the opposing Shaker fans are doing the "you can't do that" chants.
This time it'll be taken by Kapuzinski. He rushes forward, picks up a few yards near the 45. That's a 5-yard gain, so it'll be 2nd and 15. Shaker fans chanting, "Let's go defense" here.
Getting some rivaling fan bases.
Yeah, good turnout for both sides tonight for the first game back at Guilderland High School. They have a high snap once again, but it's handed off once again to Kapuzinski, trying to pick up more yards, and he's brought down at the 49. So a 6-yard gain there for Kapuzinski. He's been good on the rush tonight. And that will bring up 3rd and 9. So a crucial play coming up here for the Dutchman. Here's Berschwiner. Got pressure on him. Lascelles trying to get the block, but down he goes. And once again, Ashion Cancer, who's been big so far in the first half on defense, he picks up a sack there on Berschwiner, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He keeps reading them. Keeps reading them very well. Getting a lot of big plays for Shaker. And looking like Guilderland's going to go to Kapuzinski to punt here.
Indeed they are. It's a big loss there for Berschwiner on the sack. And it's up in the air. And near the sideline, it goes out of bounds. Looked like it was around the 20-yard line. But it was Troy Berschwiner on the punt this time. So it will start on the 27-yard line. It just went out of play off that line.
Sailed out of bounds, almost looked like it hit Lewis, but on Shaker, but move to the 30, ready for the next drive.
So Shaker back on offense here. George Iacabaccio back under center, and he will immediately hand it off to Malachi Moore, and he'll pick up a few yards to start the drive. 5-yard gain for him. It'll be 2nd and 5. So Moore definitely been one of their top offensive producers so far tonight. Offense mainly relying on the rushing attack so far. This time it will be handed to Moore again. Trying to break a few tackles. He had to try to get Kisby away there, but now he is brought down.
Trying to go for the legs, but I think they should be going towards the waist area. Give him more force to push him down.
So Moore with another gain of 5 right there, and that's going to pick up another 1st down for Shaker.
Yeah, they're going for the legs. Want to have good tackles? Do you want to pull them down?
Iacabaccio, the high pass, and just barely unable to intercept it there was Dwayne Jackson. The ball was overthrown on the play there by Iacabaccio. But he threw it right over both teams right there. And it'll fall incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it just got out of the reach of Jackson. Tried to stick his hand out, but there was no chance for him to get that one.
Snap directly back to Iacabaccio. He's trying to break free. And I believe he is just short of the 1st down right there. picks up a very nice chunk of yards, and it will be 2nd and 1. It is indeed short, but a nice 9-yard gain for the quarterback, Iacobaccio.
Yeah, whether they go to their running back or QB keep, they're consistently getting multiple yardage while running the ball.
And Iacobaccio slips, and he's brought down very quickly. He slipped on the snap, and he got quickly brought down. You see right here, lining up to throw, and then almost lost the ball as well. And then he was brought down by Troy Berschweiner, and that sets up 4th down. That play was 3rd down. That was my bad again. But now, once again, Shaker going to go for it on 4th down. This will be their 3rd time trying to go for it. And right up the middle, Iacobaccio is able to get the 1st down this time. So it looks like 3rd time was the charm indeed for the Bison. They pick up the 1st down, and time stops at 1:49. The whistle blows. I believe we got a timeout taken by one of the teams. And it will be Shaker taking the timeout here. So once again, the rushing attack proving to be a bit much for the Dutchman there. Iacobaccio picks up the key 1st down after a bit of a shaky parts in that drive, slipping on the snap and then rushing forward to pick up the 1st down on the last 2 plays. So a very crucial drive here for Shaker as time continues to wind down here in the 2nd.
I think what Guilderland's defense going into the 2nd half needs to do is work on the line, especially on defense. Most of the times, but not all the times, Shaker will run the ball, a heavy running game. They need to control, get all the defenders in, get good tackles on them, and then also go after the runners, the running back, QB. Try to get them as best as possible heading into the 2nd half so they can control the run game.
It's right on the money right there, Anthony, and we got a fresh set of downs for Shaker. And it's once again handed off to Malachi Moore, breaking a few tackles. There's a flag coming down as well. Still on his feet, and he finally gets brought down. Impressive job there by Moore. He picks up a good chunk of yardage, but another flag came down as well. So we got yellow hankies littering the field here.
A lot of dirty laundry.
Indeed, my friend. So we'll see what the penalties are for. And the referee's talking to Brendan Dupuy. I wonder if he was flagged for anything. So and it's offsetting penalties, it looks like. I did see a motion over to both sides of the field. So offsetting penalties is the call. As we take a look at Malachi Moore right here, he was doing everything he could on that run just to gain a little bit of extra yardage. Had a lot of broken tackles right there. And now we got another flag thrown on the field. And this time it will result in yards being put back. Flag is against Guilderland. So it will be 1st and 5. Snap back. Iacobaccio, another flag coming down. Pass caught by Hammonds-Williams, and he's brought down on the play by Damian Gizzi. And yet again, we have another flag down.
Again, maybe if they're a bit out of reach and trying to tackle the legs, they are still continuing to tackle towards the legs. That was more of a waste, but he moved down a bit. Moved down towards the kneecaps. And that's making them break a lot more tackles than what they're doing, especially that last big play that they've had that Shaker's had running.
So the penalty was against Shaker, so that'll put him back to 1st and 10. They'll replay first down here. So here's the snap back. Iacabaccio with the handoff here to Donovan Walker, and he breaks another few tackles, and he'll pick up the first down.
They need to hold the run game. It's a big thing. They keep consistently running. So you should try to blitz every time, even if they fake the throw. They just keep doing it. 9 times out of 10, they will run, run, and run. So that's what, Guilderland needs to get that settled for the second half.
Shaker calling their second timeout here. And as you said, so far tonight it's been run, run, run for the Bison. We haven't seen a whole lot of passing plays from them tonight, and a lot of the ones that have been on the pass haven't really worked. You saw that deep ball that was thrown over both teams' heads, and then there was a completed pass, but it was brought back because of the flag that was thrown. But they've been able to keep the ball on the ground, and they've been able to pick up first downs at will against the Dutchman defense.
And I mean, it's also looking like that the Red Sea's been quiet for a couple of minutes. Mostly it's been all Shaker, but I bet if there's a big play going to happen, the Red Sea is going to be ferocious and
Absolutely.
And just start screaming.
So the first down picked up by Walker. And another fresh set of downs. A high snap over to Iacabaccio, and he gets brought down on the play by Antonio Cipolla on the tackle. So a 4-yard gain on the play for the quarterback, George Iacabaccio. 2nd and 6, and now Iacabaccio line up to pass. Trying to motion over. The pass is complete and brought down on the play. Making the catch was Anthony Luciano, as Iacabaccio under pressure makes the completed pass, and he converts yet another first down.
Almost looked like he was going to get tackled there and sacked. What a great throw and a great catch by Shaker, but a big tackle to rattle the Shaker wide receiver.
Looks like we had yet another timeout taken on the field. 15 seconds to go here in the second. It's a 6-3 Shaker lead, and they are still pressing down the field here. They able to get the first down on a passing play. We've been talking a lot about their run game tonight, but they managed to get a passing play, an impressive one at that. Iacabaccio was under pressure from a couple players, but he was able to find Luciano, who's been good on both the offensive and defensive side. He was the one who picked up the interception earlier in this game, and now he picks up a nice first down late here in the second.
Guilderland needs a big play here. Even if they're on defense, they need to end this quarter with a bang.
And the pass is broken up. It was headed in the direction of Kevin Hammonds-Williams. That pass got broken up. So now we have 12 seconds to go. It'll be 2nd and 10. So they're taking another shot for 6 right there, but The two number 8s collide in the end zone there. Kevin Hammonds-Williams and Justin Kapuzinski. And the pass harmlessly broken up. So now we'll see what happens here. 12 seconds. Iacabaccio pass to the end zone. That one is also incomplete. As trying to go for the interception again, Dwayne Jackson. But once again, no dice on that one. Pressure was coming from Troy Berschwiner. And the pass incomplete. And now bring up 3rd and 10.
I mean, even if they're getting all these passes incomplete, it's still stopping the clock on them, which gives them a bit extra time to get ready for the next play. And they're going for a kick here.
Wow.
Oh, I would have gone for it.
It's 3rd and 10. They're going to go for the field goal here. And it's up, and it is good. So they do get some points out of it, but they choose not to go for it. 3 seconds still on the clock. The field goal is picked up by Steven Sadek. And now Shaker is in front by 6. It's now 9-3.
I mean, maybe Shaker burnt their last timeout, but I would have called a timeout, and maybe see if I would go for a pass or maybe even go for a kick depending on the field situation. But there I would have gone for it, at least running or passing, because he still had a couple of seconds left on the clock and had an easy chance of getting it done.
So there's still 3 seconds to go here in the second. So the field goal successful from Steven Sadek. And now the Dutchman will have a chance to potentially make a big play in the dying seconds of the second and potentially bring these fans alive. So Sadek lining up for the kick. Kapuzinski lined up in the back of the field. He is lined up for the catch, and here he goes. But very quickly, however, there is a whistle. We'll have to see what happens now.
Maybe it could have been a touchback because it looks like the clock is at 3 seconds.
Did they rule that a fair catch?
Maybe.
Let's see right here. Or they call that a touchback. They might have called that a touchback. We'll see.
Didn't look like he went for it, though. That's the confusing part. Oh, he wasn't even in. Yeah, no, he went for it.
And
that'll be it.
And Berschwiner will just kneel, and that will be it. For the second quarter and first half of tonight's game, both teams will now exit the field. So Shaker currently holds a 9-3 lead here in the first game back at Guilderland High School. So they get a touchdown from Donovan Walker and a field goal in the last minute of play in the second quarter from Steven Sadek. Dutchman opened the scoring with a field goal from Justin Kapuzinski, but we haven't seen any more scoring from them as of yet. Maybe that'll change once the second half gets underway, and we will see you for the action in just a moment. I'm Sean Cunningham.
And I'm Anthony Bourne.
And we'll see you for second half action here on GHS Media very shortly. Welcome back, everybody, to Guilderland High School. We are getting ready to start the second half of today's game between the visiting Shaker Bison and your Guilderland Dutchmen. I'm Sean Cunningham.
And I'm Anthony Bourne.
And the opening kick is immediately into the end zone for a touchback. So the Dutchmen will get possession of the ball, as was determined in the opening coin toss. Dutchmen will get the ball starting in the second half. And after scoring the game's opening points on a field goal from Justin Kapuzinski, Shaker has scored 9 unanswered. They currently have the 9-3 lead. And that is where we stand right now as the second half is about to officially get underway. No time has actually ticked down from the clock. And the Dutchmen will get right back to work on offense with quarterback Travis Berschwiner back under center here as the handoff is given to Sergio Lascelles, and he's able to pick up, looks like a couple yards on the play, as he was trying to sneak through by Troy Berschwiner right there. And he was brought down. He picks up a couple yards, though, and it'll be second down. So it's a 3-yard gain to start off the third quarter for Lascelles. 2nd and 7 here for the Dutchmen. Taken here, Berschwiner will put the pass across, and it will be taken. Nicely caught there by his brother, senior Troy Berschwiner, and he picks up the first down. So Berschwiner able to find his brother after running into a bit of pressure right there, and he makes a good pass.
Nice play there. Got the read open. Berschwiner right open. Gets tackled a bit by...
It looked like it was Eric Hennessy right there. 2 number 1s colliding again.
Yeah, but it looks like he got tackled, just barely got into the first down range. And there has been a flag.
And it is against the Bison, so that will push the drive back at 5 yards for them, and it'll be 1st and 5 for the Dutchmen. So a handoff this time to Kapuzinski, and he is going to be brought down by a few players right there, as Cameron Davis involved in the tackle there of Kapuzinski. It's like gain of about 3 right there, so second. Looks like a 1-yard gain, actually, so it'll be 2nd and 4. And Berschwiner gets stuffed as he tries to go up the middle there. And he gets brought back a bit by a few yards, so now it'll be 3rd and 7. So a loss of 3 on the play. So Berschwiner has Lascelles to his left. He'll take the snap. Berschwiner up the middle. And was it intercepted? It was. It was intercepted on the play. That's the 2nd interception of the day.
There is a flag.
And there is a couple flags down. But it was intercepted. And it, believe it or not, the pass was intercepted by the man playing quarterback tonight for the Bison. That is George Iabaccio playing on defense there. He picks up the interception, the 2nd one for Berschwiner tonight, and Shaker is now back in business.
I mean, both of the interceptions, actually not really, not both. Excuse me. Actually, yes. Both were bullet passes, one deflected off and one right in the hands of Jakobanko. And looking at the refs right now, seeing where the flag is. Holding?
And it looks like that's what the motion was. It looks like that other penalty on the defense as well. There were multiple flags that were thrown. So the penalties were thrown after the interception was made, according to the official announcement. So it'll be Shaker taking over on downs here after the interception by Iacobaccio, and that was a back-breaking one to start off the second half for the Dutchman. And now Iacobaccio will get back to work on offense here. They will put the ball back near midfield. So it was a 10-yard penalty and a 15-yard penalty that was assigned to them. So 25 yards back. And the ball will start at the 44-yard line.
That really helps the Dutchman defense there. Now let's see what they do controlling the run from Shaker.
And once again, the handoff made to Malachi Moore. And this time, Dutchman defense doing a good job of holding him to not much. Moore made the advancement further. The Dutchman defense puts him back. So a gain of 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 8. And you mentioned right before, like, we'll see if the Dutchman defense can come out here with new life after struggling a bit to contain the run game back in the first half.
Yeah. Do have a quick scoreboard update. Bethlehem Central beat Schenectady 34-12, and that Schenectady remains winless in their season.
And a couple flags come down on the play. That will be against the Bison.
Yeah, probably offsides.
And I believe your assertion is correct there, sir, and that will be a 5-yard loss on the play, so that'll push the Bison back even more near midfield.
CBA is currently beating Saratoga Springs 14-0, continuing their undefeated season. But it's close. I mean,
Very well is.
Maybe the flags are going back on CBA again because they're usually out there destroying their competition. But we'll see after the conclusion of that game.
Handoff this time to Kyle Youssef. He picks up a good chunk of yards right there as he's brought down at the 40. As that was Gavin Motto making the tackles there for the Dutchman.
And our other scoreboard update, Shen against County Central. Shen at half is currently destroying County Central 42-7.
And that's just at halftime. Wow.
Yeah. And Shen did lose their first game last week, which could, if Guilderland gets to win against Shaker, could be huge.
Could be very huge in the standings for sure.
Shaker would lose, Shen would lose. It'd be a nice CBA, Guilderland. Well, CBA, Shen, I think Saratoga Springs, and then Guilderland if Shaker can lose this one.
And the first down converted on the rush once again. Malachi Moore with another first down converted. As Shaker continues to push forward here, they have another fresh set of downs. So the ball will be placed at the 32 after the nice gain from Malachi Moore. 5'10" senior running back for the Bison this season. And very quickly, we have another whistle before the snap. And it will be a timeout called on the field by Shaker. 6:29 to go here in the third quarter of play. Now, it's been a very good start to the second half so far for Shaker. the interception by the quarterback, George Iacobaccio, and he has led them down field on the drive. More good rushing attempts by the Bison, as we have seen so far tonight. Malachi Moore continuing to gain more yardage, and they're looking to extend their lead from 6 to potentially something a little more. Play it on 1st and 10. Iacobaccio trying to go up the middle and being pushed around by a couple players right there. Kameneni with the stop right there among the other players. Couldn't quite tell who had the ball right there in that replay. It was a bit of a scramble. Kameneni came in after the play. So 2nd and down here, rush forward by Donovan Walker, and he gets brought down. And I believe that is a 1st down. Yes, it is. Walker gets the necessary distance there. It's also been a big option tonight on the Shaker offense for quarterback Iacobaccio. He got the only touchdown of the game so far, and now another handoff to Walker. And he gets brought down that time by Calvin Marlowe. And another nice gain right there for the senior running back, Donovan Walker. He's had a big game today. Now 2nd down again, this time handed off to Moore, and he's getting inside the red zone, and he gets another big gain for himself, and that will be a 1st down. He'll make it 1st and goal.
Nice run by Malachi Moore. Just got stuffed to the 5-yard line. And
not quite right there. I can't even tell who even kept it. It might have been, and it was Malachi Moore again on his 2nd consecutive carry. Looks like he might have picked up maybe a yard. So it'll be 2nd and goal. Time still winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Shaker in the red zone. Handed off. Iacobaccio is brought down on the play by Damian Gizzi. And still no dice on the red zone. That'll bring up 3rd and goal.
Nice defense right there.
Yep.
Fake the handoff, went for the keep.
And I'm sure the defense knows at this point they have to be sharp here.
Yeah.
Especially in a crucial situation like this.
Defense has been pretty good except for that one long play into the red zone this quarter, but they're right there. 3rd and goal. Probably going to run it again here. Maybe even go for a pass. And then probably go on it for 4th down if they do not get a touchdown here.
3rd and goal. Iacobaccio. And he is in for the touchdown. And Shaker has widened their lead. So a rushing touchdown for Iacobaccio, and it's now 15-3 as now Shaker will try for the extra point.
He's had a great night.
Both sides of the ball. He created that drive in the first place with the interception, playing defense, and now the extra point will be attempted here by Steven Sadek. get the view, and the kick is good. And it's now a 16-3 ball game. So the rushing attack continuing to work for Shaker. Iacabaccio keeps it, and he brings himself in for the touchdown, and the lead is now ballooned to 13 for the Bison.
Guilderland's offense is just struggling. And I mean, a big hit without Scuzzarella, too, one of their best offensive pieces, hurt for the season. And he's been a big part. He's a senior. They won't have him next year. So if they want to have a chance, they need to get some big offensive drives here in the late ending of the third quarter and the fourth quarter. And they might come back if the offense can just get a couple of good drives.
So we will see if that indeed happens here. Steven Sadek lining up for the kick, and here it is. High up in the air, Kapuzinski will make the catch. And here he goes. And he is brought down a little past the 30-yard line. Pretty decent return for the Dutchman senior, and now the Dutchman offensive unit will trot back out for another chance at potentially getting back in this game. So 3:06 to go. And it looks like we have a new quarterback in the game for Guilderland. Damian Gizzi is out there. It looks like he'll be taking the snaps here. Replacing Berschwiner. And now Gizzi will step up, go for the run. He makes a nice couple moves, and he gets down to midfield, and he picks up an easy first down. So a good start to the drive for Damian Gizzi.
This could be a rally drive. A nice rush from Gizzi. Got him a lot of yardage. Juked out a man. His ankles are broken, and then now he's close to midfield. Right, just short of midfield.
So here is Gizzi's second drive. A hell bit of a high pass there. And it goes to Kapuzinski fighting his way for the first down. He might have actually gotten it. And if not, he came up just a little bit short, and I believe he is a little bit short. But a very good effort by Kapuzinski there. It's a bit of a high pass from Gizzi, but it goes for 9 yards. It's 2nd and 1.
They're getting it done here. A lot of good plays to give him more rally time. But it'll be a 2nd and 1 here. They're a couple of yards away from a touchdown.
And Gizzi himself will rush for the first down, his second rushing play of the drive. There have been only 3 plays in this drive, but Gizzi with good rushes on both of his carries, and he picks up another first down.
This is looking good. The defense is kind of falling apart here, but who knows with this defense?
Another high snap. Gizzi takes it again, still getting some good yards here. And he gets brought down by a couple of Shaker players, as down there was Anthony Kita, number 65. And he caught the snap with one hand there before rushing it up the middle. It's been quite a few high snaps tonight. But Gizzi able to rush up the middle, and he gets another nice gain on the rush.
They're getting a lot of good chances here, even for a couple of yards. See what they can do here on the 5th play of the drive.
LaSalle lined up next to Gizzi on this play. And the ball got dropped.
I think they got it.
And we'll see here, and it is Shaker's ball. Unbelievable.
And that ruined it, right? The
ball got dropped.
They tried to hand it off.
So I'm not sure what happened here. Was there a miscommunication there? LaSalle just dropped it.
Could have been.
I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe there was some miscommunication. Kapuzinski, you can see, raising his arms up in the air. And what started out as a promising drive ends in a fumble and a turnover on downs.
With think it was the first interception, they immediately went and punted it away with Shaker. So maybe it could happen here. They're pretty deep towards the Shaker end zone, I think.
And a very quick handoff here. Malachi Moore once again very close to a first down. That's a 9-yard gain for him. And it's 2nd and 1.
He's been one of their best rushers all day. He's been consistently getting handoffs, and he's consistently been consistently good.
I think someone lost a mouth guard on that replay. Saw one on the field there, but there is 1 more yard to go for the first down. We'll see if they do a play here. They got 2 good options in the backfield with Walker and Moore. And it will be tossed all the way back, this time to Yusuf on the trick play, and he gets the first down, and Moore down near the sideline. So a toss back, and Yusuf turns that into another big play for the Bison. And he picks up yet another first down.
Yeah, it was a risky play going for it.
So the handoff was ripped away there, and Iacabaccio quickly flipped it back to the senior Kyle Yusuf. And he got tackled right at the sideline as he picks up yet another first down. And now Shaker continuing to move the ball well here in this game. 9 seconds to go. The clock stopped after the play went out of bounds. And it's handed off this time to Donovan Walker, but he is brought down very quickly by the Dutchman defense there. And time will expire for the 3rd quarter of play. So the only scoring in that quarter was the touchdown by the quarterback Iacabaccio, which he created off the interception, off the pass from Travis Berschwiner, and then he made it 16-3 with that touchdown. And then after a promising start to a Guilderland drive, the Dutchman fumble, and now Shaker in very good field position here as they continue to approach the red zone and potentially another touchdown or scoring play.
Yeah, the big thing that Guilderland has had ripped away from them has been the turnover. Except for that one field goal drive and maybe a couple of punts, maybe like 1 or 2 punts. All the other plays have been either an interception or a fumble, so maybe they need to get better communication heading into the 4th quarter to see if they can try to win this game.
So after that first quarter field goal, Shaker has scored 16 unanswered points. It started with the touchdown by Walker, then the field goal by Sadek, and then the rushing touchdown by Iacabaccio. And the Dutchmen have tried the change in quarterback. Berschwiner threw 2 interceptions. And Gizzy, despite a promising start, ended up fumbling the ball away with Sergio Lascelles in the backfield. We'll see what happens now as the 4th quarter is now officially underway. Iacabaccio takes it up the middle, and he is down at the 40 on the first play of the 4th quarter. So another rush right there for the quarterback Iacabaccio, as he got brought down on the play by Troy Berschwiner. And the ball will be placed at the 41-yard line, and it will be 3rd down.
Going back to the CBA game, looked like CBA turned it over, and now it's Saratoga ball in the 3rd quarter.
Handed off once again to Malachi Moore, and he is able to pick up the first down. Another successful conversion for the Shaker offense, and Moore takes yet another handoff and converts it into another big play, and it's back to 1st and 10. So the ball will be placed at the 35. And here it is, Iacabaccio this time with a handoff to Jacob Smith, and he breaks free at the 25. And that is very close to a first down right there. It was a gain of 9. A gain of 9 for number 9 on the Bison. And it's now 2nd and 1. So 2nd and 1. Handed off once again. Moore picks up the first down, trying to get a little bit more on the play. And he is brought down near the 21 or 2 yard line. And he picks up another first down. See, it just seems like you can't stop this guy tonight.
I mean, even with all the rushing that Shaker's in, they mostly always seem to find the open routes to give them easy yardage, and only on the occasion of a rare chance that they get stopped a bit or turn it over, they still come right back and get more points on the board.
So once again, 1st and 10. Moore running a route this time, but it's handed off to Donovan Walker again, and he gets brought down on the play by Gavin Motto, and that will bring up a 2nd down.
Fake the handoff. Nice play there by Acapulco, and just continues to dominate in the running game, as they just don't seem to pass unless they really need it to, which could make it a game changer, or at least change the premise of what Guilderland's been doing this game.
And there's a pass this time to Colin Johnson, and he is brought down for another first down. And like you just said, they only pass if they feel like they need to, and Johnson was right there, and he was wide open.
And I mean, it also maybe would confuse, not just with the fake handoff there, but they mostly run a lot, and especially in this game. So when they do pass, it's mostly surprise, and Guilderland can't read it.
And there was the fake handoff to Moore. That's where they thought the play was going to be heading right there. And once again, looks like we got an injury on the play there. Johnson was brought down, and he is leaving the game, getting some head pats from his teammates on the sideline there. It looked like he was brought down after making the catch, but he might have sustained some sort of injury on that play, so he is being brought out. He's walking under his own power, so it doesn't appear to be that much of a leg issue. But hopefully he's okay as we continue the drive for Shaker here. As George Iacabaccio, once again, the handoff. Moore going into the end zone, trying to find it, and he does. Touchdown, Bison. And at last, Malachi Moore, who's been a huge part of the Shaker offense so far tonight, finally picks up his touchdown, his first of the game, 3rd overall on the rush for the Bison, and now they find themselves up 22-3.
They keep getting it done. They keep finding all of the holes in the Dutchman defense, and their offensive line are doing great following the blocks.
And the extra point from the kicker, Sadek, is good. And the deficit for the Dutchman has now reached 20. It's now 23-3. And again, you had the feeling that was coming for Moore with how good he's been all night on the rush. He has been really getting some great plays on the defense, and he finally bursts through, finds the end zone for his first touchdown of the night.
Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of surprised that that's his first touchdown, as he's been a big key in the run game for Shakers. He's getting a lot of the yardage here.
So exactly 8 minutes to go. The ball will be kicked back to the Dutchman here. So Steven Sadek, who has one field goal, has been perfect on all of his allowed extra point attempts so far tonight. With the kick, Kapuzinski now on the return. Here's Kapuzinski breaking a few tackles, and he slips up at the 39, and oh no. He fell a little awkwardly, and Kapuzinski is down.
Take a look back at that one. It was a good rush. Went to the 40-yard line. 26-yard return.
So let's see what happened here. Kapuzinski is looking to avoid the rush there. Brody Williamson was chasing. He got brought down. You see he lands near his knee right there. And it looks like he is okay. He's up and running. So he was holding on to his knee a little bit after the play, but he is going to be looked at a little bit here. So now Travis Berschwinger back out as quarterback for this drive, and the first play is a handoff to LaSalle. Going to the outside, and now he is out of bounds at the 45, so a nice gain after it looked like he didn't have much room. A 6-yard gain for LaSalle brings up 2nd and 4. So it looks like initially there wasn't enough room for LaSalle to move, but he was able to find enough space to pick up a 6-yard gain. So really well done there for the Dutchman running back. One of the senior night honorees, and now a fake handoff. Berschwinder trying to move up the middle, trying to go for the first down, but he's going to be held up just a few yards behind the marker, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
Nice fake there.
Yep.
Got an extra couple of inches trying to while getting tackled, but still not a first down as it's third and 3, or I think 3rd and 2.
Looks like it is 3rd and 2 this time. So high snap, hand off, and it was kept by Berschwinder, and they saw that coming. And the sack is picked up by Cameron Davis, and that pushes the Dutchman back.
I mean, they're lying.
So Cameron Davis with a great read right there. He saw that play the whole way.
Yeah, Shaker's line just keeps getting it done. They like on offense with their running. Shaker's line is also finding holes to get through that Guilderland O-line to get big plays like sacks and get Berschwinger under pressure.
4th and 7, and the pass is almost picked off right there. Very nearly. That was almost the 3rd interception as Brendan Radigan very nearly looked like he was going to make the catch right there. And just barely didn't get his hands on it, but it doesn't matter anyway. That was 4th down. So once again, it is back in Shaker possession. And so ever since that field goal back in the first half, nothing has gone the Dutchman's way on offense at all. The defense has been doing a great job for Shaker so far tonight. 2 interceptions, very nearly a 3rd one, and some very, very good plays. They also got a couple sacks on the quarterback Berschwinder, and now right up the middle, Kyle Youssef is going to take this one in for a touchdown. The first play of the drive, and it is yet another rushing touchdown for the Bison. The handoff to Kyle Youssef goes all the way, and it is now 29-3.
That, even though there's still 6 minutes left and there's a lot of time left, that might be it there. Ever since that first field goal, Shaker has been pummeling the Guilderland, and it's good there. So they'll be leading by 27 in the fourth quarter.
So things just unraveling here for the Dutchman, who came into the second half only down by 6. The score going into the second half, it was 9-3 Shaker, and now all of a sudden Shaker has gotten 21 points on the board and they lead 30-3.
CBA still winning 14-0 in the third quarter. And
Still looking to keep their perfect season alive.
Maybe they've gotten a lot of flags like they did last week against Guilderland. Who knows? That might be why the score's been a little bit too close to their comfort. But Saratoga's a good team, so you never know.
So 6:09 to go here in the fourth quarter. It will be kicked back by Steven Sadek. A bit of a line drive kick right there, and it bounces right into the hands of Dwayne Jackson. And now he'll go on the return. Jackson is brought down at the 30, tackled there by Eric Hennessy. And the offensive unit will trot back out there. So a 21-yard return that time for Dwayne Jackson. 6:03 to go here in the fourth quarter.
Shen is still leading against County Central 49-13, and it's still looking to be a blowout, but County Central goes back on the board.
High snap, handed off to Kapuzinski. Good to see him back in game action for a little bit. After what almost looked like an injury there. Now Kapuzinski is down again.
Oh.
But now he gets right back up.
Is he good?
And looks like he's okay. He was down for a bit of a prolonged period right there.
You might need to be on injury watch, as he's been down twice, feeling a little bit of pain, but hopefully.
Now he's discussing things over with the referee right there. It was a 5 or 6 yard gain there for Kapuzinski. And it looks like he's staying on the field for now. And so now Damian Gizzi is now going to replace Berschwiner on the field. This will be his second stint in the game as quarterback, and now all of a sudden, whistle already blown. There's a flag down. And it will be a flag on Guilderland, so that'll put him back 5 yards. So that'll be a replay on second down.
I mean, there might be a chance, but
This time a handoff to Sergio Lascelles, and he gets brought down by a few Shaker players.
yeah, I was about to say that Gizzi is back in the game at quarterback, so I mean the drive is working well with him, so maybe the drive will continue on going good.
So third down here for the Dutchman. Here is Gizzi. Going to take it right up the middle, and he gets a first down. Still trying to stay on his feet. And he's brought down a little bit past midfield, but a very nice rush once again for Damian Gizzi. He's had quite a few of those while under center tonight, and he picks up yet another one.
He's been leading his team good, and all Berschwinger has been good in some moments this game. Gizzi is breaking fruit better than what Berschwinger's done tonight, so maybe they can keep him in for the rest of the game and see how the score goes.
And now this time a handoff to Justin Kapuzinski once again. And he will pick up a nice chunk of yards once again. Looks like about a 7-yard gain. That will be 2nd and 3 for Kapuzinski on the rush. And now, once again, 3:40 and counting here. Gizzi takes the snap, trying to go up the middle, trying to earn the first down, but no dice on that try as he's brought down near the 39. Amidst a sea of players right there. Gizzi trying to just find some open space right there, but he couldn't quite find enough. So it'll be 3rd and 3. Doesn't look like there was much of a gain there. Time continuing to wind down. Third and 3. Gizzi takes it himself once again. Fights through a few players, and he'll pick up the first down. So yet another rush there for Gizzi. And we have a few whistles. And a timeout will be called by Guilderland here. 2:37 to go here in the fourth quarter. The score remains 30-3. And the Dutchman looking to at least make a push down the field for a touchdown or some sort of scoring play once again here as this game starts coming to a close.
They want to end on a good note, even if they're being blown out by 27. So Carolyn wants to get a big play here.
Gizzi with a deep pass, and it's just out of the reach of Kapuzinski. And it goes out of bounds, stopping the clock at 2:32. Very, very close. Once again, we've seen a pass earlier in the game that was out of the reach, and that one to Kapuzinski was also just barely out of his reach.
Yeah, it was like the shaker play. Shaker play just past Dwayne Jackson's arm. Didn't have a chance out of there. Maybe he could have had a chance with Kapuzinski there. But, hey, still incomplete. And here's the snap.
2nd and 10. Gizzi, nice completion there to Berschwinger. Berschwinger trying to barrel through a couple tackles there. He knocked down Mitchell Bauer on his way to another first down.
Yeah, Gizzi's been leading them good here in this drive. So, right there, close to a touchdown pass here. So,
and he just barreled over Bauer right there, going for the first down.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here in this drive.
Time stopped at 2:26 as another play begins here. Gizzi eludes the tackle, trying to make the pass, very nearly complete, but it was bumped away from Kapuzinski. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice. Gizzi almost looked like he was going to get tackled, pushed him off, tried to throw it there.
That was Preston Frazier on the tackle, and then that pass right there broken up by Anthony Luciano, who's also been a good star on defense tonight for Shaker.
Yeah, Luciano almost gets it done by swatting it away from Kapuscinski. Maybe almost got an interception. They're still looking to have a good play here at Guilderland. So we'll see what they do now.
2nd and 10, Gizzy rolling out. Tried a short pass, but it's not near Simeone. Just out of his reach as well, so that'll bring up 3rd down. Not a whole lot he could do with that pass. There was pressure coming. And once again, it was a bit of a short pass, and it was out of the reach.
Yeah, not a lot of play there. Not a lot of area to run around there. It's not looking too hot on this drive. Started out strong. Now it's looking to be bad. Gizzy about to take the snap here.
2:14 to go here in the 4th quarter of play. Here's the snap, 3rd and 10. Gizzy in the pocket, and that pass is incomplete. Going in the direction of Gavin Motto, and that one is incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th and 10.
Probably need to go. Probably could go for it here, maybe go for a field goal. So
we will see what they decide to do here, and it looks like they are going to stay on the field, so they will be going for it here. 4th and 10, 2:10 to go.
Yeah, they are in field goal range
At this point,
if they were to go for it. So let's see what Gizzy to do under the helm at quarterback.
snap back, Gizzy. Trying to fight off pressure, gets through a couple, but he's going to be brought down by Georges Boutros, and that will turn the ball back over to Shaker. And they will officially end this game in possession.
Yeah, they tried to get it done here. Gizzy almost tried to break a lot of tackles, but eventually got tackled down by the Shaker defense. So it's most likely over unless some wild things happen in these last 2 minutes of the game.
So 2:03 to go here in the 4th quarter. Shaker taking over on downs. And we do not see Iacobaccio out there. Looks like we have a backup in the game now. And the snap taken, it will be handed off to Jacob Smith, and he breaks free of a few tackles, and he'll pick up some yards on the play there. And now knocked down on that play was Dwayne Jackson. He will head off the field. Looks like his shoulder pad was untangled from his jersey. On that play, he'll go off. So 1:19 to go. Another handoff, this time to Nicholas Cerrone. Trying to go for the first down, and he gets dragged down by Brady Conboy, number 9 for the Dutchman. That's a first down. So at this point, it should be nothing but kneels from here on out for the Bison.
Nice tackle by Conboy there, even though the clock is running out with a minute left. Pulled him great from the head, from the helmet. Let's probably go for the run, either that or for the kneel. Let's see what Shaker does in these final seconds.
The clock is winding down here. 40-second, coming on the 40-second mark here. 35 seconds. And the knee is taken, and that is going to be your ball game here in Guilderland. The final seconds will tick down. Both teams will walk off the field, and a huge win tonight for the Shaker Bison. After being down 3-0 earlier in the first half, they come forward with the rushing attack. They score 30 unanswered points to take tonight's game by a final score of 30-3, spoiling the Dutchmen's return to their home field tonight. Some great plays tonight from their rushing attack. Ayakabachio, the quarterback, Walker, and Moore, each with rushing touchdowns. And that is how this game will come to a close. Shaker improves their record on the year to 5-3. The Dutchmen will fall to 4-3 on the year as they take the setback tonight here in Guilderland.
The big thing that Guilderland had was the turnover game. They only had that one field goal in scoring, and mostly the rest of the game had been turnovers, fumbles, interceptions, you name it. So even if it's a tough loss, they've still got one more game to play and a slim chance of making the playoffs now with a loss to Shaker.
So an unfortunate loss tonight here in Guilderland for the Dutchmen. They fall by a final score of 30-3. That's going to do it for tonight's game, and that will also do it for our GHS Media broadcast. We would like to thank you all very much for tuning in to tonight's game. I'm Sean Cunningham.
And I'm Anthony Bourne.
And we will see you all back here again on the next media broadcast. Take care and have a great weekend, everybody.